Imagine if every day your time reset, as if you were stuck in a single, unchanging day. What would you do? At first, you might feel incredibly lucky. Look at him enjoying all those opportunities, you might think. You'd start spending money recklessly. However, you'd soon realize that life isn't interesting at all. You might begin seeking thrills through crime, gambling, and other reckless behaviors. After all, there are no consequences. Everything you do gets reset. A guy who jumps out of a plane, desperate to end this loop, but every time he just wakes up again. At 7 a.m. on July 7, 2020. In a bar, he tells a girl, "Yeah, I've been living the same day for 1,000 years. She responds, "Do you need to invent such a crazy story just to hit on me? Seriously, do you need all of that?" She tells him this tactic is old, but he insists, "What I say is true. I know thousands of languages and my hacking skills are unparalleled." Now you might wonder, why would someone like me hit on you? The reason is that I will wake up tomorrow back to today. If I sleep with you or do anything else, it won't matter. The guy has been chasing her for 1,000 years, or perhaps enjoying her for 1,000 years. She sends a message to her friend asking for help, but he tells her that he knows that she responded that she will not come, and shocked, she asks, "How do you know she won't come?" He replies her ex-boyfriend just came back to her, so she has to stay with him. She accuses him of lying. He points to the clock and says, "In 9 minutes and 13 seconds, she'll call you." She stands up determined. "I hope so. If she doesn't, you're dead." Just then, the guy bumps into her and stares. He grabs her wrist, saying, "Hey, beauty, you just hurt me. Now you're gonna have to drink with me." She commands him to let go of her, but the guy pulls her closer saying, "Hey, don't be like that. Let's have some fun." That's when our protagonist, dressed in his dog pajamas, steps in and says, "Wait a second, you come here." The guy, confused and angry, retorts, "Hey, what the hell are you saying?" and throws his cigarette at him. But the protagonist just stands still and the cigarette misses. "What? He predicted my move," the guy thinks. He goes for a punch, shouting, "Bastard," but misses again. He dodged again. He takes one in the chin and goes flying. Our protagonist looks back just in time as another man shows up behind him, yelling, "Hey, how dare you touch my man? You're a dead man today." But the protagonist remains calm and says, "This is what your brother taught you." The angry guy replies, "Do you know my brother?" The protagonist is already on his phone saying, "Yo, what's up, Zhao? Your brother is causing trouble here. If you don't want to start a war in China, you better keep your people in check. Next time it won't end with just a phone call." He hands the phone to the guy, who quickly apologizes. "Oh, sorry, I was wrong, brother. I won't repeat this." Suddenly, the crowd around them shouts, "Please apologize for your actions." The protagonist says, "I'm in a good mood today, so I won't bother you all." The girl, impressed, thinks, "Who is this guy?" Then her phone rings at the exact time he predicted, and she thinks, "This is impossible." He tells her, "It's not impossible. Just come with me." Still skeptical, she follows him to the garage and asks, "Is this your car?" He replies, "Nope." "What? Are you stealing a car?" she asks. He shrugs, "It doesn't matter. Tomorrow it will be back anyway." Intrigued, she decides to go with him. "You won't leave a drunk and hot woman go home alone, right?" she teases. He responds, "Sorry, I'm not interested in girls who need a ton of makeup." She gets angry. "What did you say?" Takes off her makeup and asks, "What about now?" He smirks, 9 out of 10. "Now I want to go to my place so I can prove to you that I'm not lying," he says. She reluctantly agrees, "Okay, but if you try anything, I will call the police." He laughs and drives home. The next day, he wakes up and the lawn was crushed. She shows up and asks, "Hey, didn't you say that the day kept repeating? Now explain why it is July 8th. He looks at the clock, scared. "What? July 8th? He rushes to the bathroom while she knocks on the door. Wu Sheng. What kind of man hides in the toilet? He ignores her, realizing this isn't a dream. Time has started flowing again. I'm finally free from this time loop. Just then, an assistant appears saying the host has passed the Millennium Test and the reincarnation system has been activated. He is shocked and checks his status, seeing he has 10,158 mental strength points, the ability to reset time and space with 35,000 time-limited points, and over 1,300 maxed out abilities. The assistant explains the host can choose and lock the current time and reset it. Reminder, each time you lock the time reset on the same day, you will lose 1 point and the quota will double each time. Realizing the danger of resetting time too often, he thinks, but does it really matter? I have so many points. With skills in driving, cooking, fighting, and marksmanship accumulated over 1,000 years, he is ready to put them to use now that time is flowing again. Outside, the girl asks, "Are you all right?" He responds, "This is the best day I've had in 1,000 years. She dismisses him, enough of that. Suddenly, someone knocks on the door. "Open up. You dare to steal our boss's car? You're a dead man." She peeks through the peephole and sees gangsters. "It's your fault," she says. "Why did you steal someone's car?" He replies to her, "I didn't know it would be a normal day. It was by chance that I stole it." She warns him, "Do you know how famous he is in the underworld? Now you're going to be hunted by him." Wu Sheng responds, "He isn't that great. He has a history of overcoming those above him. His parents were beaten by a third party, and in his anger, he left everyone in pieces. Later, he was sentenced to 3 years in prison. After his release, he made a name for himself, and now he's a big name in East China. Then she asks, "Why did you mess with such a powerful man? You're dead." But he winks at her. "That's such a small problem compared to the fact that I borrowed Li Gang's name yesterday. If we don't handle this properly, an insane number of people will be hunted and killed." She asks, "What are you going to do?" "Simple. I'll just start it over." System: I want to use the time reset. The world resets for the first time on July 8th, 2020. This is going to consume 1 point. Reset successful. Then she asks him again, "Explain now." He quickly says, "There's no time to explain, just get dressed." Oh, she bites his finger. "I knew you wouldn't be responsible, but I didn't think you'd be so eager to get rid of me." He explains, "The car I stole belongs to a powerful man, and those men are about to come to my door. Of course you're not afraid, but I can't afford to mess with him as a commoner." She retorts, "Do you know who I am? If you do, then you know you have to beg me to help you." He pulls her close, "Just like you begged me last night." Her face turns shy. "Bastard, I would let you die." He tells her, "Sorry for disappointing you, but I know someone who can fix this easily." She asks, "What kind of person?" "A woman, one with a big juicy heart," he replies. Next we see him cruising through the city, but they're being followed. Some old American action. The guys shout, "Stop the car or we will kill you." The girl is scared because they have some Texas tool, but he tells her, "That's the fun part. Get ready." She begs him to slow down, but he says, "If those guys catch me, I'm dead." Someone receives a call. It's our protagonist. Mr. Lee reminds you that you have a traitor on your side who will make you lose the bet. The girl on the phone shouts, "Who are you and how do you know about the bet?" He calmly replies, "I have my sources and I can tell you more about your brother. Send someone to meet me downstairs at your office in half an hour. We'll talk in person." The girl wants to know who he is, but the other girl is panicking. "We are surrounded." He reassures her, "That's impossible. Watch this insane drift." Even the guys following them are amazed. What the hell are the skills? Is this guy a pro racer? Sometime later, they arrive at her home. She looks to the side and asks, "How do you know where I live?" "Wait, I'm not even going to ask anymore. You're going to say that you lived for 1,000 years, right?" She gets out of the car and compliments him. "You have some good driving skills. Where did you learn them?" He replies, "I practiced through life, but I died a lot of times to get this good, okay? Don't try to be like me. You only have one chance." She smiles shyly and says, "Stop lying. You got my number, but don't even think that I will call you, okay?" Vroom. He doesn't even let her finish speaking as he drives off. "His bastard made me look like a fool all night, and now he wants what? A phone call? I'm sure that was something arranged by my friend. Otherwise, he wouldn't know where I live. I'm going to ask her. You won't escape me." Half an hour later, we see Lai, a prominent entrepreneur in Donghai City with a complicated background. Her brother is a man who can destroy East China. Our protagonist arrives thinking, because she's a beautiful woman, I had a very deep, slicky relationship with her. He's already inside, and she tells the guy beside her, "You can go down first." She already has everything on him. "Wu Chen, you have a sister in high school named Yu Jiao with parents from simple background." He compliments her, "You're very good, finding so much information with only my phone number." She tears the paper and says, "You look ordinary, but if you know about the bet, that means you are not. Who are you?" He tells her that he's not a simple guy. Getting closer, he says, "I know a lot of things that you need to know, such as the traitor lurking around here. If you give me 10 million, I'll tell you." Her hand goes under the desk as she asks, "Should I believe you?" Suddenly, she pulls out a Chicago toy and points it at him. "If you don't explain yourself, you're not getting out of here alive." He calmly goes into his pockets and takes out some ammunition. "Without this, how are you going to shoot?" "What the hell? How did you get that?" She realizes her life taker is without bullets. "It was under my desk." "How did you remove the magazine?" Wu Chen tells her, "As I said, I am an intelligent businessman, and how I removed your magazine is part of my intelligence. Now, Ms. Lai, please trust my ability to gather information." He hands her the God invitation. "I don't mean any harm. I'm here for money." He continues, "But it's just a plan to make you lower your psychological defenses." She asks, "Tell me, what else do you know?" He reveals, "I know that you're the eldest daughter of the Lee family. Because you were a girl, you always wanted to prove that women can be stronger than men, at least in business. But you could not escape the curse of being your brother's shadow. Your mother always helped you, but after she divorced your father, she started dating other men and became a pain, threatening to kill you if you didn't marry Ding Hailong. You wanted to run away, but couldn't because you were worried about your mother. In order to make Ding Hailong forget you, you had 3 fake boyfriends, but they all pay the price. Your first fake boyfriend committed floor testing, the second was sent to a mental hospital, and the third is in prison for life. Now all men are scared to get close to you. To escape this marriage, you and Ding Hailong made a secret bet. Both of you started a new business, and the one who's more successful after 5 years wins. But what you don't know is that Ding Hailong planted a spy in your organization. On the day of your business launch, he will ruin everything for you. Do I need to keep talking?" She's silent, already writing a check. "Tell me, who's the traitor?" Just then, someone knocks on the door and enters with some papers. "Ms. DeLay, I need you to sign this document." Suddenly, our protagonist grabs his head and throws him onto the desk. It's him. The guy shouts, "What are you talking about?" Our protagonist calmly states, the $5 million in your Swiss bank accounts. What are they for? The guy stammers, 5 million? What are you talking about? You're mistaken. Our protagonist takes the guy's phone and calls Ding Hailong, who answers saying, yo, you get the information that I asked you. He then throws the guy to the floor. I think that's enough. Ms. Lee approaches the guy. You made a lot of money over the years, some of it behind my back. I didn't take it personally because you've been with me for so many years, but I never thought you would sell me out for a mere 5 million. The guy starts banging his head on the floor. Miss, I didn't take the money, but I need to tell you something. Wu Sheng interjects, your mother did not want you to marry Ding Hailong, but she was pressured by your grandfather. Ding Hailong told him to say this because he knows your mother is your weak point. Don't believe his words. Now you decide what to do with him. She closes her eyes and says, go away. I don't want to see you again. The guy thanks her, thank you, miss, and runs away. Wu Sheng tells her, I thought you were going to kill him. She replies coldly, I just didn't want to do it myself. He'll be at the bottom of the river tonight. Then says she doesn't believe him. She thinks he was probably sent by Ding Hailong and that the guy was just a pawn discarded to make her trust him. Wu Sheng scratches his head. You are way too suspicious, but I have a way to clarify your questions. She asks, how? He replies, very simple. Let me be your fake boyfriend. Ding Hailong is more concerned about his appearance. He won't want to look like a cuckold just to win you. So being your boyfriend is the best way for me to prove myself, he tells her confidently. She warns him, I've had 3 fake boyfriends before and they all were badly screwed by Ding Hailong. I know, he replies, but if people want to climb higher, having a relationship with you will make life very interesting. After pointing the Ice K-Maker 3000, she says, I have to admit, you're special, courageous, and bold. You're still so young, it would be a pity if you leave the world like this. You're not afraid. He tells her, if you really wanted to kill someone, you'd just call someone to do it. You're joking right now. Why should I be afraid? Then Lai Rubing replies, I really like you. Okay, a couple should always have an intimate photo. She snaps a picture and shows it to him. Look how cute. He knows that she just took this photo to make Ding Hailong angry. She tells him, from today onwards, you are my boyfriend. You are going to come here and be my personal assistant. I'll have someone apply for you later. Now tell me what happens to my brother. He tells her about the clubs that her brother runs. She looks at him. Everyone in East China knows those things. That's when he reveals the club East China Sea Crown has done some things beyond its boundaries, involving many top celebrities, rich people, and officials. The investigation began 3 months ago. According to my information, the network will be closed in another month at most. She shouts, what did you say? He tells her, this is not only your brother's problem, but also trouble for your whole family. Once the net closes, your brother will not only go to prison, but if necessary, the whole family will have to cut ties with him. She is skeptical. This is a big deal. Are you sure this information is correct? He replies, don't ask me. The next scene takes place at the East China Sea Crown bar. We see 2 guys standing in one of the rooms talking. The guy with glasses is the owner of the car our protagonist stole. He says, he injured our boy, stole my car, and even borrowed Mr. Lining's name. Does this guy not want to live? The other guy says, he's strange. Why would that brat have my number and know all about my rally? Then we see the famous eldest grandson of the Li family, Lai Hute. He commands, whatever the reason, find the guy and bring him to me. I have to kill him with my own hands. Just then, his sister enters the room. Lai Hute tells everyone to put out their cigarettes because his sister doesn't like the smell. He asks her, sis, why did you come here in person? Is there any urgent matter? She responds, I'm here to introduce you to someone. It's our boy. He gives the car keys to the guy and says, yesterday, I borrowed your car to play. Here's the key. The guy with the purple shirt exclaims, hey, this is him, Mr. Lai. This is the person who used your name. Our protagonist knows everything about Lai Hute, who has much more power than Lai Rubing. But because she's older than him, she always protected him when they were younger, earning his respect and fear. Hute is about to say something when she grabs his ears and says, respect him. He is your brother-in-law. Brother-in-law? Everyone is shocked. No one believes it. Lai Hute protests, sis, are you playing the fake boyfriend trick again? Why did you pick such an ordinary guy? At least give me a reason for you to be with him. She starts to think and then glares at our protagonist. It's all your fault. I'm not feeling well these days. He whispers in her ear, aren't you adding too much drama? She retorts, what are you afraid that Ding Hailong will kill you? He says, I'm not afraid, but your brother seems to be stunned. Poor brother is speechless. He's thinking that his sister is pregnant and that this man is the father. Wait, is this all true? He doesn't look bad, but he isn't the most handsome. And also, my sister likes older men. Why is she going out with a man in his early 20s? Wait, does he want to deceive her? Sometimes love makes people blind. Love makes people's IQ go to 0. I need to save her from this man. He asks, how did you 2 meet? Our protagonist replies, 3 months ago when your sister was recruiting interns at the university. She's confused, hey, I really did that, but how does he know it? Hute points, you've only known him for 3 months. Sister, in such a short time did you really get to know this man? Getting in Wu Chen's face. Hey, my boy told me that you were with a girl yesterday. Even his sister is in shock. But Wu Chen explains, don't get me wrong, that woman is Wang Kim Qiang, the daughter of Mu Sai Hai, the owner of the Sayed Biomedical Group. And speaking of which, you have to thank me. Yesterday, if I had not stopped your brother, he would have made a move on her. You may not have been able to fix that. Lai Hute, knowing the significance of the biomedical group, thanks him. Rubing is impressed, thinking, I didn't expect that my brother, who is not afraid of anyone, would be subdued by Wu Chen in a few words. Then she says, you stopped the boom, but we came here for something important. Someone from above wants to finish your club. Hute is puzzled. What do you mean, impossible? I took care of everything. I would know if that was the case. Wu Chen interjects, you shouldn't have taken the video to blackmail those people. And your business with Cha Hu should have been cut off a long time ago. Rubing looks at her brother. You're still in touch with Cha? How many times have I told you he's not a good person? Hute tries to calm her down. I can explain. Wu Chen continues, your sister is right. Cha is not a good person. He sold you out this time. He put the blame on you for what happened and said it was your idea. Hute is scared. Even my sister didn't know about my business with Cha Hu. How could you know? Who told you? Wu Chen smirks. No need for me to clarify it for you. I'm here for her, not for you. I won't help you because you're her brother, and if something happens to you, she'll be sad. Kuna gets angry and points at Wu Chen's face. I'm telling you, if you don't make it clear today, you won't walk out of here alive. His sister intervenes, calm down. But Hute insists, sister, I don't care how he lied to you, but I would not believe in this liar. Wu Chen responds, now listen, only a few people in China know about this. 4 months ago, Liu Bu was sent to the East China Police Department as a deputy director. He came here to handle the crowd entertainment case. Some investigators went to your club disguised as guests and others have lurked into the clubhouse to collect a lot of evidence. He writes down some names and hands the list to Hute. This is the list of all the undercover agents. Hute shouts, notify everyone and pick up your weapons. He tells the guy with glasses, Wang, go and verify the names on this list. Wang responds, yes, sir. He turns to Wu Chen and says, if this information is wrong, it's all your fault. Wu Chen sits on the couch and says, tell me how much money you are willing to spend. Sometime later, Wang returns with proof that Wu Chen was right. Huodai throws the camera on the desk. All the names on this list have been verified. I can't believe it. Wu Chen tells him if the investigators start acting, they've got enough evidence on you. So be careful. Huodai asks, what do you want me to do then? Wu Chen replies, do you want to proceed with this and go to jail? Or do you want to get through this safely? Do you got a solution? Wu Chen tells him, first you need to apologize to me, and I will fix everything. Huodai, realizing he has no choice, says, okay, I'm sorry. I was only afraid that you were cheating her. Wu Chen thinks, this guy needs to respect me. I'm part of his family now. Rubing intervenes, we are a family. What are you doing? Help him. Wu Chen responds, he doesn't see me as family. Huodai, trying to regain control, says, of course I see you as family. Sorry. Wu Chen continues, just for the sake of your sister, I will give you an idea. First, you have to kill Cha Hu. He knows too much. If he's alive, nothing will work. Cha often goes to Villa 17 in the Lotus Pond Manor. He has some substances with his mistress there. If he dies of an overdose, no one will suspect you. Huodai sweating says, yeah, great idea, brother. Wu Chen adds, second, now all the evidence is with Liu Bu. If you can just take it and destroy it, you will be safe. Huodai shouts, okay, I will get him. Wu Chen interrupts, are you dumb or crazy? He's too powerful for you to just get him. You need to go to Willow Street, 2nd Avenue, Unity 3, room 500, under the master bedroom closet. There's a hidden safe. The password is 571. The evidence is inside. To prevent leaks, that's the only evidence they have. You could just send someone to destroy it. Huodai is amazed. Damn bro, that's so detailed. You even know the password. Wu Chen doesn't stop. Third, you need to tell the old man about this matter, especially the business with Cha He. You must explain everything to him. After all, it's the Wei family we're talking about. The Wei and the Li family have been hostile for many years. That's why the Li family wants to join forces with the Ding family. Huodai just says, oh okay, I'll talk to him. Wu Chen adds, and the cherry on top set the Crown Club on fire. Fire? Huodai asks. Just a little fire, enough to appear in the news. That way you can justify shutting down and redecorating without anyone suspecting you. If you can do those 4 things, I guarantee you will be okay. Ruby grabs her brother's ears again. Did you understand what he said? Oh yes, sister. Stop. Don't worry. I got it. Just then, his cell phone rings. He picks up. What? How much did you lose? 2 billion? What? 2 billion? I'll go there. Wait for me. He looks at Wu Chen. Something happened? Brother, I have to go to the casino. Wait for me here. Wu Chen responds, it's Shang Wangjun, right? Huodai is surprised. How do you know, brother? The scene shifts to the casino where we see a guy named Shumzi playing. Someone just lost again. The blonde guy is all happy. Hey, I'm rich. Got a good hand today. Boss. Lai Huodai arrives. The blonde guy looks at him. I won a lot of money today, Mr. Lai. You won't mind, right? Huodai, confident, responds, that's a little money. The Li family can still afford to lose much more. The blonde guy laughs. All the experts of this club took turns to play, but everyone lost to him. It seems that Mr. Lai has a little talent under him. Suddenly, Wu Chen says, "How about playing 2 games with me?" The blonde guy retorts, "How come there's a youngster here instead?" "Mr. Lai, aren't you being too modest? Today you have lost 200 million against me and you still want to keep going. That's embarrassing." Huode asks his sister, "Hey sister, what's going on? Does your husband know how to gamble?" She responds, "Oh, I'm not too sure. Gambling masters are good at guessing movements based on minimal expressions and habitual movements. This requires a great deal of experience in the game, something this youngster is unlikely to possess. Just by looking at his expression, I can accurately guess his cards." Reuben gets closer. "Hey, are you sure you can do this?" He tells her, "I can say without a doubt that I can defeat any casino in this world." "Okay, brother, let me see it." He doesn't look at his concealed card. The guy is like, "What? This is a habit." He shows an ace. "You go first. You have the bigger hand." He starts with 500,000. The guy calls 500,000. "And you, mister?" "I fold." Round 4, 500,000. "I fold." Round 8, "I fold." Round 15, round 21, "I win once again." Huode tells the blonde guy, "I think the guy you hired is running out of luck." The blonde guy is confident, "I think he might have a lucky break." He's thinking, "Rat, you think victory is at hand, but you don't know you've been caught in a trap." He remembers the guy playing with Wu Chen telling him, "I like to lose a few games at the beginning to observe my opponent's habits. You have nothing to worry about." But Huode is getting confident. We are already at round 30. Wu Chen goes 1 million. The guy notices Wu Chen didn't look at his concealed cards again and calls that round. He tells him, "Go on, another million." The guy seems sure. "I know he has a bad hand. With a pair of kings, I'm sure I'm going to win. Since it's like this, I'm all in." Wu Chen doesn't even look at his cards. "I'm all in too." The guy with glasses interjects, "There's too little money on the table. Why don't we add another 100 million? The blonde guy likes it. "Another 100 won't be enough to play. Make it 200 at least. Those black-wrapped girls are carrying something big and not just the 200 million. Wu Chen tells the guy, "I raised the bet by 100 million. Pointing to his card, the guy knows, based on his observations, that Wu Chen only points to his hidden card when it's a really good one. In other words, there is a high probability that this card is an ace, he thinks. "You know what? I fold. You are too eager, Mr. Yu. If you had followed my advice, you would have 50 million more." Lai Rubing laughs. "Everyone knows your bottom card is an ace." Wu Chen picks the card and reveals, "Nope, my bottom card is a 2 of hearts." The guy gets angry. "Oh, you tricked me." Wu Chen retorts, "Don't blame me. It was your fault." The guy with glasses is thinking, "Don't be smug. I've grasped yet another one of your habits." Round 31. The guy has a 9 of diamonds. Unless his concealed card is the 9 of spades, there's no way he can beat me, he thinks. He tells Wu Chen, "Ah, this is a good hand for both you and me. How about we finish everything with this hand? My 200 million all in." Wu Chen just says, "Interesting. I call." Ruving is concerned, "Isn't a bet of 200 million too risky?" Hugai reassures her, "He's been lucky so far, so I think there's no problem." The guy with glasses and the blonde guy are confident. The blonde guy smirks, "Young man, the most important thing in gambling is not to lose your mind. If you can't control your mind, you won't get far. Do you think you are the god of gambling, betting so much without looking at the hidden card properly?" He flips his 9 of diamonds. "This 200 million is already mine," he declares. Everyone thinks it's over. The blonde guy taunts, "Mr. Lai, you have a big family. You won't mind if you lose such a small amount of money, right?" Wu Chen just says, "Are you done? If you are, see for yourself." He flips the card. Everyone is shocked. The guy with glasses shouts, "No way, 9 of spades. That's impossible. How did you do that?" Wu Chen calmly explains, "Did you really think that I didn't look at the cards? I've been secretly looking at my cards since the start of the game. Guess why? To make you think that you know something about what I'm doing. You're not a good player. You're just too cocky. You didn't really think you could figure out how I play with just a few hands. Are my habitual moves really habits? Did you even think for a second that I was trying to fool you? From the beginning, this game was under my control and you were the prey." Hute is elated. "Yeah, Mr. Shan, the money you used was all borrowed, right? I think now you're in big trouble." The blonde guy is bewildered. "How did this happen?" Wu Chen says, "Who asked you to leave, Mr. Shan?" The blonde guy protests, "Mr. Lei, I'm not allowed to leave after losing. Is this how you treat your guests?" Hute asks Wu Chen, "Why can't they go?" Wu Chen replies, "I'll explain later. Do you have a knife? Lend it to me." Hute asks, "Do you know how to use one?" Wu Chen demonstrates some moves. "What do you think?" He goes to the guy, picks his hand, and reveals, oh no, he was carrying an ace. You asked for a card check before the 15th game and took the opportunity to steal this ace of spades. You really thought that I didn't see it. I didn't expose you because I hadn't won yet. Hue gets angry. "How dare you cheat in front of me?" Even the blonde guy doesn't know what's happening. The guy with glasses tries to calm things down. It's a misunderstanding. Wu Chen, not backing down, says, "You broke the rules. You know what happens, right?" He applies steel medicine to the guy's hand. Wu Chen asks the blonde guy, "Mr. Shan, what do you think?" The blonde guy quickly distances himself. "He has nothing to do with me. He cheated by himself. I didn't tell them to do anything. Wu Chen hands the knife back to Hu Te. I will leave now. The rest is up to you. But remember, don't do anything inside the clubhouse. As they walk out, Ru Bing asks Wu Chen, does it feel good to do a light tap on someone's hand? Calmly, he answers, not at all, and keeps walking. She's puzzled. How can you be so calm after doing all of that? This person wouldn't kill someone, right? In the car, Ru Bing's legs catch Wu Chen's attention. She tells him, I didn't expect you to be such a good gambler. He replies, thanks, but don't forget to pay my bills, all right? She tells him, you only think of money. He notices something and looks to the side. She asks, what's the matter? He just tells her, a car has been following us. She informs the driver and tells them to get rid of it. It seems to be a bet guy who likes to send people to follow her. Wu Chen observes, but he knows that she's not the target. He is. He grabs her hands. Don't be afraid. I'll take care of everything. She's a bit shy, thinking, he's using this to hit on me. Later she asks, you're probably hungry. Because of what you did today, I will give you something good to put your mouth on. They go to a restaurant to order something. If you thought anything else, you are done, my G. He tells her, there are a lot of people that know you here. Aren't you afraid that they would think of me as a competitor? She replies, I want more people to know about you. That's when Mr. Hun Deli shows up. Hi, Mr. Lai, are you here to eat? She answers, yes, my boyfriend said he wanted to eat Cantonese food, so I brought him here. She then turns to Wu Chen. Wu Chen, this is Mr. Hun from the Longsheng Innovation Group. The guy goes for a handshake. It's a pleasure to meet you, boy. You're a good-looking man. A perfect match for Ms. Lei. The guy looks at his wrist and leaves. She was going to explain about that guy to Wu Chen when he told her, no me for introductions. I know him better than you. She tells him, all right, you're the best businessman around. But he tells her, I don't think that everyone here wants to be friends with you.